What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. On the last part, we got to see what happened during the Tournament of Power, and how everyone was developing in terms of their own strength. Vegeta was able to make an interesting new development, unlocking Ultra Instinct during the battle, and as for Trunks, it seemed he had a great new power too, unlocking the power of Super Saiyan God. But where will these new powers take everyone? Today we'll be concluding the series and we'll see in this part. For this video, let's set a like goal of 3,500 likes, just because I do it with every video. Anyways, let's pick up from here and finish off the story. With the tournament having been won, Gohan and Trunks can head to the future once more. They're glad they were able to help. And it did give them a nice new experience. They were able to see where they stood in terms of their power, going all out with whatever new techniques they had. It was a fun experience, although a bit stressful. It's good to know that both timelines are protected. Making the time machine and using it a while ago was a great choice. Had they not have done that, both timelines would be in peril. They say their goodbyes and head back home. But now, what's supposed to happen in the present timeline? Well, the Broly movie's not going to happen. It's unlikely that Broly's going to be found, and even more unlikely for him to end up on Earth somehow, without Frieza there obviously. But hey, we basically already got him in the story with Goku, right? We'll be looking at two separate stories today. First, the Moro arc, and then something special. You'll see what I mean as it goes on. First, I think we need a reality check to see how strong Goku is at this point. With full control and legendary Super Saiyan God, well, in simplest terms, he's just insane. Legendary Super Saiyan continuously grows stronger and stronger as we've discussed throughout this series. That's just how it works. And combine that with God Ki, well, it makes Goku almost unstoppable. I mean, just try and consider how insane that combination is. I had to put a limiter on him just to make it so that the series isn't him one-shotting everything. For now, with his legendary Super Saiyan God form, he still can't really use the power to its fullest without risking destroying his entire body in the process, but slowly, he's working towards using more and more power, and each time he fights, he grows stronger, along with his potential growing too. It's not because he doesn't know the fundamentals of the forms, it's because the power grows alongside him. Every time he grows, the power grows too. It's like an egg in a microwave. He's trying to contain all the power and not letting it explode out. It seems this is the best form for him to have in this scenario. Legendary God grows alongside him. He basically has limitless potential in terms of how strong he can get. As for Vegeta, well, he's obviously going to be training for Ultra Instinct now. Since he got a taste of it, he realized that this is something he can feasibly do. He wants to figure out if there's a way for him to access it once more, being able to fully tap into it. Of course, it's still not something he can do at will, but that's his obvious goal right now. He knows that eventually he can do it at will. He'll just need to train towards it. If he was able to do it before during the Tournament of Power, who's to say he can't figure out how to do it again? He is Vegeta after all. And although Kakarot's power is insane, Vegeta's confident in the potential of Ultra Instinct. He could definitely go far with it. As the two continue their training, they get a surprise visitor on Earth. It's Mayris and the Galactic Patrol. Obviously they're here for Majin Buu, and bad news for them, he got decimated a while ago. Alright, that might complicate things a little bit. Unknowingly, Goku and Co kill the Supreme Kai. Well, not just a Supreme Kai, the Grand Supreme Kai. Obviously it's not their fault, but still, without him, things are going to be a little bit tough. But what's going on exactly? They're filled in about the situation, hearing about Moro escaping the Galactic Patrol prison. He's not any ordinary fighter, he's something completely different, and that's exactly why they needed the power of Buu and the Grand Supreme Kai. That just makes Goku even more interested. He sounds powerful. It might be great for him to test out his power against Moro, but Mayra says this threat needs to be taken seriously, especially with someone like Goku. Moro has the ability to drain people's energy, alongside being able to drain planets and other things too. Goku and Vegeta would be a big help against Moro, but they can't treat this like an actual fight. They need to defeat Moro as quickly as they can, and Goku recognizes how bad this can be. We just went over how strong Goku is, and imagine if Moro was able to get a hold of just some of that power. Yeah, it wouldn't be good news at all, but still, this will be a nice test of Goku's strength. So he and Vegeta go alongside the Galactic Patrol to try and stop Moro. They arrive on Namek with the task in mind. They're not looking for a fight, they're looking to defeat Moro right away. No key attacks either. They encounter the Magician and he's surprised to see the two of them here. It looks like the Galactic Patrol needed some extra help. That's a good sign for him. They knew they couldn't handle him alone. But immediately his smugness goes away as Goku powers up into legendary Super Saiyan God. He launches right towards Moro with a powerful punch. And in the nick of time, Moro reacts, propelling himself up into the air by lifting the ground up with a plume of lava below it. Goku dodges the geyser and looks up. Moro is definitely panicked. He didn't expect him to be this strong. Goku goes to attack him once more, using more power this time. And Moro's not quick enough to dodge it. The powerful punch connects with him, flinging him miles away into a cliff. Damn, Goku went kinda overboard. He needs to make sure he finished the job. Vegeta tells him to quit messing around. It doesn't seem that Moro is draining energy yet, and he can tell that Kakarot's terrified of Moro stealing his energy. As Goku flies over to where Moro landed, Vegeta follows. As quickly as possible, Moro tries to escape the planet. He's panicked right now. He's not going to be able to defeat these guys, and even if he tries to drain one of their energies, it won't be enough. It's gonna take too long, and by the time they even notice their energy is being drained, he'll be dead. His whole plan's falling apart. As he departs the planet, he tries to launch a blast down at them, followed by more and more attacks. Goku and Vegeta easily charge through them, not taking any damage at all, and Moro then launches one massive blast. With one hand, Vegeta grabs onto it, chucking it right back at Moro. He opens his mouth and eats it, but it's not like it gave him any extra energy, it's just energy he already used. He then sticks a hand out at Goku trying to drain his energy, but is then met with a powerful kick from Vegeta, sending him higher into the atmosphere. Moro looks behind him and realizes where he is. He's close to space. If he can get out there, they won't be able to follow him, and he could try to drain their energy from afar. That might actually work. He rockets up into space while Vegeta and Goku shoot blasts at him, but not using too much power, in case he tries to eat them. Some of the blasts actually do hit and deal some damage, but by the time Moro notices, they stop firing blasts so he can't take them for himself. But it's already too late. They realize they're heading out into space and they don't follow him. And Moro recollects himself outside of the atmosphere. That was a close call. Too close almost. He needs to get the Dragon Balls somehow though. So he can't leave just yet, but he knows if he goes back on the planet, he'll be defeated by them. He then feels a powerful blast in the back of his head, briefly stunning him. He turns around and sees Maris behind him with a gun pointed at him. Maris then fires more and more shots, and he completely stuns Moro. Then Moro is grabbed by something, as Maris uses the Galactic Patrol technology to capture him and bind him. Moro is injured and in a daze. He knew he didn't have to worry about the Saiyans, but he wasn't expecting someone waiting out in space for him, specifically someone from the Galactic Patrol that was actually able to defeat him somehow. And even though Goku and Vegeta weren't able to defeat him, they were able to lead him right to Maris. He's apprehended once more and taken back to the Galactic Patrol prison, even weaker than he was previously. Well, it looks like they learned from their mistakes. He's going to be under a much more severe watch, and they're going to try and find a way to dampen his magic somehow so he can't escape again. Goku and Vegeta power back down, kinda underwhelmed. Well, Goku says that fight probably wasn't going to be that interesting anyways. It seems like Moro was just a coward that would do rash things when he's under pressure, and in his current state he wasn't even that powerful. But more importantly, this lets Maris see the power of the two Saiyans, specifically Goku. He was aware of this mortal, but he didn't realize he was that powerful. This is the one that Whis was training, right? It's incredible. He's surprised his brother has a student that's that powerful, not to mention the other one, Vegeta. Although he didn't even use it during this battle, he knew that he unlocked Ultra Instinct, something that the gods couldn't even attain, only angels so far. This only intrigues Maris more and more, and before the two of them leave, he has a proposition for them. Well, specifically Vegeta. He's impressed with them, and he wants to see them train more and more. He knows Vegeta unlocked Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta's shocked. How did he know this? And Maris pulls the two of them aside. He didn't really want to reveal this, but he's sure the two of them aren't going to blow his cover. He tells them he's actually an angel in training, a younger brother of Whis. Of course, this comes as a huge shock to them, but it also explains why he knows about Vegeta obtaining Ultra Instinct. And he tells Vegeta he wants to help him. Not to say that his brother isn't a good teacher, but Maris wants to specifically train him to access the form again. Stay with the Galactic Patrol for a bit, train with them in their time chamber, and they still do need to stop some other criminals that have escaped. Vegeta can even help them with that. And meanwhile for Goku, he tells him to go back to Beerus's planet, train some more. He's already passed Vegeta in terms of power, and the gap is pretty big, but as long as Goku keeps training, it'll act as motivation for Vegeta. Maris does want to learn more about mortals in Universe 7, and this might be the best way to do it, actually training one of the mortals, specifically one of the strongest. Of course, Vegeta doesn't turn this down. He does want to obtain Ultra Instinct, and it seems like Maris is confident in himself. Maybe he could actually learn how to access it from this guy. The two of them accept it. Vegeta stays with the Galactic Patrol for a bit, as Goku goes back to Beerus's planet. Vegeta's feeling pretty good about this. From what he can gather, Maris isn't nearly as strong as Whis, but he's still way stronger than Vegeta is. And of course, the fact that he has Ultra Instinct is a big help. And Vegeta wonders if he'll ever be able to obtain this level of it. He's never seen the white-haired form, he's only ever had Omen. And again, it's not like he can even access Omen either. At least not at will. He's still got a decently long way to go. And thankfully, it's not like they have to worry about Moro either. Meanwhile, Goku heads back to Beerus's planet, as that seems to be a better fit for his training. Whis already knows a lot about his form, and it's not like Maris would really be able to help with it. And as for Beerus, he sees great potential in it. It's very destructive, just what he likes. So of course he's going to want to keep Goku close the entire time. But what's even better is Goku shaping up to be a better rival by the day. And with Vegeta training for his own thing, this will serve as more motivation for Goku to get stronger and stronger. For Beerus, it's a win-win. He's going to have one student that has Ultra Instinct, and one that has this destructive legendary Super Saiyan power. With lots of relative peace, this gives him a lot of time to train. Goku purely focuses on legendary Super Saiyan God, trying to draw out more and more power with it, seeing how much of it he could expel at once. Whis even notes his improvements, his speed, his power, everything about him. He's growing at a pretty rapid pace, which is to be expected. I mean, he's been training on overdrive for the past few months. But during one of his training sessions, they see a surprise visitor. Meirus arrives on the planet alongside Vegeta. He has some pretty great news, and he wants to see how Vegeta's new training helped him. Vegeta still doesn't have access to the white hair Ultra Instinct, but he's made a bunch of progress, and he shows off what he's developed. His aura flares up as he powers up into Ultra Instinct Omen, which he can now access at will. This is incredible. It still seems a bit draining for him, but this is a huge development. Even if it's only Omen, it's still immortal being able to use Ultra Instinct. At will, for that matter. The reason Meirus brought him here is because he wants to test out his power, specifically against Goku. Vegeta thinks this will be a fitting battle, a duel between their two techniques. Goku's raw power in his legendary god form versus Vegeta's techniques in dodging and Ultra Instinct. And maybe this fight might be what pushes him to the white-haired form. An all-out duel between the two Saiyans. It's been quite a while. And Vegeta tells Goku they know each other's ceilings. There's no point in pacing themselves. They should start at 100% right away. And Goku acknowledges this. That familiar greenish-blue aura surrounds him. His hair grows out again and his eyes glow. Goku transforms into legendary god, ready to fight Vegeta. Beerus, Whis, and Meirus watch on from a distance. Whis asks Beerus, isn't he concerned that this will destroy a bit of the planet? Beerus doesn't really care though. I mean, he always destroys stuff from time to time. And besides, Whis could always fix it. The two start out in their signature fighting stances, and then launch towards each other. As Goku's punch is about to hit Vegeta, Vegeta pivots himself above Goku midair, then delivering a kick right to Goku's back. Goku sent flying down towards the ground, but quickly launches a blast to propel himself back up. He swings his leg upwards, trying to hit Vegeta, but Vegeta dodges it, grabbing Goku's leg and swinging him around. He wants Goku to stop playing around, and Goku sees that he's gonna have to fight a lot more strategically against this Vegeta. Even though Vegeta can instinctively dodge, Goku wonders, maybe he's at the point where we could still outspeed Vegeta. He comments on this. No matter how much Vegeta dodges, Goku's speed might still be too much for him. Goku then turns into a green blur, flying towards Vegeta, over him, and then launching a volley of ki blasts behind him. Vegeta barely dodges this, jumping up into the air, trying to counter with his own attacks. With one foot, Goku launches himself off the ground, punching through all of Vegeta's blasts, and Vegeta tries to dodge, but with his other fist, Goku hits him right in the face. Predicting where he would dodge to, Vegeta wipes the blood from his mouth. This'll be fun. The two continue their clash, and it becomes clear that Goku has the advantage in strength, but Vegeta's dodging is really helping him, and he still is pretty strong regardless. And Whis comments on this, asking how Vegeta will react to Goku's constantly developing power, but Meirus says this will be good for him. He'll be pushed to his limit by Goku, and that might be what gets him to transform. As he continues to fight, he gets a little bit more worn out by the moment, and his dodges are less precise. Goku's getting a lot more hits in, and they're devastating. With how powerful he is, those hits definitely do count. But at one point, Vegeta catches one of Goku's punches, and Goku continues following through, but he then feels pushback from Vegeta. His aura flares up, and Vegeta delivers a kick to Goku's side. Vegeta launches back towards Goku. His hair is flickering in and out now, going white it seems. He lunges towards Goku with a powerful punch, and as soon as it connects, there's a brilliant flash of light. When it clears, Beerus, Whis, and Meirus see Goku blocking an attack, and Vegeta has his fist out with white hair. He thanks Kakarot. He's been pushed to his limit, and he was able to finally break it. Everyone's amazed, especially Beerus. He actually did it. He got Ultra Instinct, but equally as amazing is how Goku reacts. Even with this new development in power, Goku's still able to keep up. His power is incredible after all, and he grows more and more during battle. Not to mention, it's not like Vegeta's stamina is perfect. He does have a decent control on it, but with this white-haired Ultra Instinct, it only depletes him faster and faster. But he's back to dodging again, being able to effortlessly avoid all of Goku's attacks. It's like an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. Vegeta being the unstoppable force, and Goku being the immovable object. Goku's able to tank every attack, and every time he's hit, it's almost like he grows stronger, learning from it. The overflowing power of legendary Super Saiyan, combined with the slightly restorative powers of legendary God. He's developing even faster with a real fight than he did with training. The two continue their clash, moving faster than the eye can see. Well, not for Beerus, Whis, and Meirus. Explosions occur around Beerus' planet. Whenever the two strike each other, it creates a powerful shockwave, throwing lightning everywhere as well. But Goku's ready to finish it off. He gets into position on the ground, throwing his arms behind him as he charges a Kamehameha. Bluish energy swirls around him, alongside greenish energy from his aura. Up in the air, Vegeta is ready to counter with his own attack. Magenta and blue energy swirl around him. With the power granted to him by Ultra Instinct, he's charging a Neo-Gallic gun. Beerus watches on impressed. This is the climactic finale of the fight. A mortal with power that gods can even attain, versus the legendary Super Saiyan, one with perfect control and a godly presence. The two of them launch their beams towards each other. As they collide mid-air, another massive shockwave occurs. It's almost as if the entire planet is shaking. Whis sees that they might be getting a bit too ahead of themselves. At this rate, they might destroy the entire universe. He and Meirus float out into space, creating a massive barrier around the planet, trying to make sure this energy doesn't escape at all. And they see down below, Beerus is cheering on the battle. The only thing that could be more fun than this is him joining in. But this is the most fun he's had in a while. The two continue launching their blasts. But Goku then takes one hand away, and he jumps up right towards Vegeta while still firing the Kamehameha. Ki surrounds him. It looked almost like a dragon. As the Kamehameha continues firing and Goku launches up towards Vegeta, he cuts right through the Neo Galica, and a massive shockwave flattens the entire area around them. The water on the planet evaporates. The shockwave is even enough to amaze Beerus, and after a brilliant flash of light, beams of energy fly around him, with Beerus destroying them all, and he watches on in anticipation. Up in the sky, he sees an injured Goku with his fist out, planted right into Vegeta's face, who is now in his base form, and seemingly unconscious. It was a hard-fought battle, but Goku won. He then collapses too as the two fall down towards the ground, weakly chuckling. That was an amazing battle. Marius is impressed with his student, and Whis is impressed with both of them as well. But most importantly, Beerus is elated. Both of these Saiyans, they're amazing. He's got two great rivals, one that will continuously keep growing stronger, thanks to the innate power within him, and one who has access to a godly technique, Ultra Instinct. In his eyes, Universe 7 is on top. And with that, we'll conclude the series, at least for now. So, what did you guys think about this part? If this series ever continues or gets an epilogue, what do you think will happen next? Leave any thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like. And let's try to hit that like goal. It lets me know that you love this series and you want to see more like it. And it really helps out the channel. If you haven't already, why not subscribe? As well as hitting the bell icon so you're notified about any other videos on my channel, including more uploads like this one. Anyways, thank you all for watching, thanks for supporting this scenario, and I'll see you all on my next video.